Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker, and welcome to our end of week market recap. So, in this video, we'll do a general market recap, and then we'll go over some significant news from this week, and then we'll end it off looking at the economic calendar for next week. So, starting here in the S&P 500 on the stock market, as you can see, red week this week. Getting a pullback after running into last week's highs and getting rejected here off this upper extreme. Still pretty overextended to the upside here, as you can see, really extended well beyond this midline here, and still sitting above these previous highs back here from August. We look here at the daily chart. As you can see, Monday opening up, running into last week's highs, getting a pullback here with a big gap down on July 6th. And then as you can see today, getting a big move to the upside, but a strong rejection into the close, basically opening and closing right here above this gap level. Turning to the debt market, as you can see, the U.S. 10-year yield getting a nice green week this week, breaking out of this downtrend, as you can see here on the daily chart, breaking out of this downtrend we've been in, for quite some time here. As you can see, holding that midline on the weekly chart and getting a nice move up, pushing up into that upper extreme and testing these highs back here from February. You look here at the daily chart, as you can see, breaking out on Wednesday, and then just as you can see, really extending all the way through today. Turning to the dollar, as you can see, red week here in the dollar, getting rejected off that midline. It currently does looks like it wants to roll down and test this lower extreme and these previous lows back here from May. Looking at the daily chart, as you can see, big red day today, breaking down through that uptrend that we've been in for the past couple of weeks. Turning to cryptocurrencies, as you can see, starting here with Bitcoin, small red week this week in Bitcoin, not too much action, kind of an inside week, even though we slightly poked above last week's highs. We did get rejected at highs from 2 weeks ago, but not too much to talk about, not too much volatility. We still have the weekend though to play with. But as you can see here on Monday, getting a green day, getting rejected off these highs from last week, and then pulling back here and bouncing off this midline today. Looking at XRP, as you can see, red week here in XRP, still holding above that midline here, but we have been in this continuous pullback here for the past month or so. Looking for a bounce off this weekly midline here on XRP. You look here at the daily chart, as you can see, a lot of strong wicks here off that 45-cent level. Green day today, trying to hold this lower extreme. Turning to commodities, we have oil with a strong green week here in oil. Oil does look like it's trying to find a bottom with a lot of wicks to the upside off the $68 level right now. As you can see, strong week this week running into that midline. Looking at the daily chart, as you can see, breaking down through its downtrend and getting a nice move to the upside. Breaking out here on Wednesday and getting a strong continuation day today, squeezing up through that upper extreme. Turning to gold, as you can see, slight green week here in gold. Gold trying to find a bottom. As you can see, it's been consolidating down here in the lower end of this daily range for a while. This candle right here from last week does kind of look like a bottoming type candle, but we do want to see it get back above that weekly midline and the daily midline as well. Turning to silver, as you can see, slight green week here on silver as well, still below that midline. As you can see here on the daily chart, still battling with that, just consolidating down here at the lower end of the daily range, trying to find a bottom as well. Now we can turn to some news, starting here with the U.S. unemployment rate moving down to 3.6% in June from 3.7% in May. The 3.4% reading in April was a 54-year low. The U.S. did also announce a further $800 million in military aid for Ukraine. And we have the household's net worth is now contracting at the deepest level since the 2008 financial crisis. We also have the market cap of Apple, as you can see, extending above that $3 trillion mark, which does put it at a combined value of more than Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, Nike, Disney, and Visa. China also did add to its gold reserves for an 8th consecutive month. We had the national debt increase $935 billion since the debt ceiling was suspended last month. We also have the average interest rate on the U.S. 30-year mortgage rising to 7.1%. So a monthly payment on a $400,000 mortgage 2 years ago was $1,600 and now is $2,700. We had the $10 trillion BlackRock CEO Larry Fink calling Bitcoin digitized gold on live television this week. We also had Twitter Payments getting its first money transmitter license. We had the Russian embassy in Kenya saying that the BRICS countries are planning to launch a new currency which will be backed by gold. And they did say that more and more countries are expressing their desire to join BRICS. And BRICS does have a meeting coming up next month. Saudi Arabia and Russia also announced another 1.5 million barrels per day of crude oil production cuts. So as you can see, that like bounce in oil that we have been getting along with these oil production cuts. We also had the U.S. bond market in a longest drawdown in history, now down for a consecutive 35 months. So now we can look here at the economic calendar coming up for next week. As you see, Tuesday we get a short-term energy outlook. Wednesday we get CPI, which is inflation data, and crude oil inventories. And Thursday we get initial jobless claims, PPI, which is the producer price index. But yeah, that should do it for the video. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these, just end of week recaps instead of doing one every day. I noticed a lot of people like really just stopped watching the daily ones. So, it might just provide more value and just like, be easier to just watch one video at the end of the week. I might try to start making other kinds of videos during the week. I've been making those shorts, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching the video, and I'll talk to y'all later.